in a top 10 matchup to start the season, both slipping into the top 25.
And my Bulldogs just can't get any traction, can't climb up into the
Fresno
top
State.
20. Yeah, Fresno State, they can't quite get up there. They just keep winning and blowing people out. One day they'll get up there.
Head-to-head apparently matters slightly. Iowa beat Iowa State early in the season, so they have one notch ahead of them.
Big game with Northwestern coming up on Saturday.
Still an opportunity to need a little help, but to get into that Big Ten championship game. Let's take a look at the next group of teams. Now remember the importance of those 21 through 25 to the committee. That could represent a quality win. Mississippi State's at 16. They have Alabama. Boston College 17. They've got Clemson this week.
Yeah, and Utah drops out. When we take a look at Washington State's resume, Utah's now gone because they lost last week to Arizona State. But Washington jumps back in the top 25, so they get a chance to get at Washington.
And you have Alabama playing number 16 this week. People have been very critical of their schedule and who they played. Of course, LSU last week, Auburn coming up, and got number 16 this week.
Look at 16, 17, 18. They've got Alabama, Clemson, Ohio State this weekend.
Yeah.
Those three teams could have an impact on it. Mississippi State, by the way, they've given up fewer touchdowns than any team in the country.
Yes.
But only 9 touchdowns all year.
Great defense.
Yeah.
Exceptionally one-dimensional on offense going against the Alabama defense.
Yeah. So Texas there, that's a quality win for West Virginia when we see West Virginia a little bit later. Florida slips to number 15 after a woeful performance against Missouri. Kentucky down to number 11. UCF holding at number 12.
Interesting, Kentucky drops 2 spots, and I was wondering what they would do with a UCF team that struggled with tempo, gave up a ton of yards. I wonder if they would move forward. They did not. They stayed at number 12.
Stayed steady. Syracuse up in the top 13. Team that Clemson plays, or Notre Dame plays next week, and Clemson already beat them.
They pushed Clemson right to the end. Now Clemson had the whole quarterback situation that week. But Syracuse, Dino Babers has that team at number 13. What if they go into that Yankee Stadium game against the Fighting Irish at 8-2?
How about the jump by NC State? Jump up 7 spots.
I think that's, you know what, I think that's a result of everybody
losing.
14, 15,
Somebody
16,
had to move up.
Yeah, you ended up having to rank them somehow.
Yeah. Isn't the biggest takeaway, though, Kentucky staying ahead of UCF? I mean, on that, right, that's significant.
But that could still change.
It could.
UCF still has, they've got a Cincinnati game coming up.
Yeah.
Navy this weekend won't help them necessarily. Ohio State at number 10 after escaping again against Nebraska. But now, the Buckeyes still have a lot in front of them with Michigan State coming up and then Michigan.
Yeah, travel to Michigan State and East Lansing this week, and of course, play one of the hottest teams in the country at home, the Michigan Wolverines. If they win those 2, they still would have a Big Ten championship.
And I was wondering how far LSU was going to fall. I didn't think they'd fall behind Ohio State, but Ohio State holds at number 10. The struggle at Nebraska, I think, catches the committee's eye when you're looking at this Buckeye team. They're talented, but they're just not playing good.
And it's not just Nebraska, it's every week. Every week's been kind of challenging. So
Minnesota, Indiana, Penn State.
We're going to see LSU soon, I'd imagine.
Yeah, let's see who is number 9. We see LSU right here. No,
West Virginia.
I thought West Virginia might move up a little bit more.
Yeah. I was thinking the same thing, Reese. I'm surprised that West Virginia, although they did jump ahead of Ohio State, go for 2 at the end to beat a Texas team. Just not the bump I thought they would get. I thought they would come a little higher, maybe 7 or 8.
4 spots up from 13 into the top 10 at 9. Still some great games ahead of them and opportunities there for West Virginia.
And note this, with West Virginia's jump ahead of Ohio State it would make them the lowest ranked one-loss Power 5 team. That's still great opportunities, but that's been West Virginia's domain, at least.
That's right.
And you're really going, it was last week. Let's see.
Style points killing Ohio State right now, especially their defense.
Absolutely. Washington State got a big challenge from Cal, so Wazoo holds firm at number 8. I'm really surprised that we haven't seen LSU yet.
I know.
They're still that high.
Well, I mean, Joey talked about it earlier. That was the number 1 thing he was looking ready to see, because the committee already respected him enough with 2 losses or with 1 loss. Now, obviously, still showing him a tremendous amount of respect.
They got to be coming number 7.
And they are. LSU is at number 7, a 2-loss team ahead of 3 1-loss. Now, look, if those 3 teams below them keep winning now, and we'll start at the top. I think we all know that's going to be Alabama coming off its best win of the year. Behind them is going to be Clemson, we believe.
Oh, yeah.
Can't imagine that would be any different. So I believe Alabama and Clemson at this point in the season, they're on a bus, and then everybody else is on the rest of y'all bus.
There's a line here after these two, and then we'll see who.
After those two.
Yes.
People are saying it's at one.
No, I think it's after those two.
I think it's those two.
I do
There's
too.
two separation.
Yeah.
Do you agree with that, Joe? I
Yes.
think it's after those
Two have separated themselves.
And Notre Dame undefeated. You've got the 3 undefeateds right there at the top.
No, not a whole lot of drama here.
No,
is
and,
it?
no, and it's going to be
Put that Michigan brand up
Got
there
to be Michigan. It's got to be 4.
Lock M's in there at 4.
Let's have a look.
Yeah.
And it is.
Yeah.
Wolverines. Now, we're doing a pretty good job guessing because I remind you, we don't see these in
All right, here
It's gotta
comes
be
Georgia. Here comes Georgia. Here comes Oklahoma.
Oklahoma's the only one left.
Yep.
And so there you go. So now Oklahoma's defense is still a question.